Children, today we are going to start with the topic trigonometry. Children, trigonometry, in trigonometry, we are going to deal with the measurement of triangles. That means we know that triangles are made up of three sides. So if it is a right angle triangle, the longest side, the side opposite to the hypotenuse, opposite to 90-degree angle is hypotenuse, and other two sides are base and perpendicular. Now children, suppose if we are calculating any base angle, any acute angle, suppose theta is any acute angle of a right angle triangle, then the side on which this angle is formed other than hypotenuse will be the base of the triangle. Then the other side will be perpendicular and the longest side is hypotenuse. Now children, there are basically 6 trigonometrical ratios that relates the sides of the triangle. Sine relates the perpendicular and the hypotenuse, and sine theta can be written as 1 upon cosec theta. Cos theta relates base and hypotenuse, and cos theta can be written as 1 upon sec theta. Tan theta relates perpendicular and hypotenuse, and tan theta equals to 1 upon cot theta. That can also be written as sine theta upon cos theta. Same as cot theta relates, cot is the cotangent. Cot means cotangent, tan means tangent, cos means cosine, sec is secant, cosecant, cosec, right? This is a full form. So cot is cotangent is base upon perpendicular, and it is the reciprocal of tan theta. That means 1 upon tan theta equals to cot theta. So cot theta can be written as cos theta upon sine theta. Sec theta, hypotenuse upon base, and it is also written as 1 upon cos theta. Cosec theta equals to hypotenuse upon perpendicular, and it can be written as 1 upon sine theta. There is other few formulas like sine theta into cosec theta, because cosec is the reciprocal of sine. So if you put the value of cosec 1 upon sine theta, so sine theta will get cancelled. What will get? 1. Similarly, cosec theta into cos theta equals to 1, and tan theta into cot theta is also equals to 1. Right children? Note down this much first. Let's see few more formulas children. Now this is called square relations or fundamental identities formula. Now in here we see that the relation between sine square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. And this formula can be written as sine square theta equals to 1 minus cos square theta. And it can also be written as cos square theta equals to 1 minus sine square theta. Another fundamental identity is sec square theta minus tan square theta equals to 1. That means sec square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta. And tan square theta can be written as sec square theta minus 1. Right children? Now there is another identity as cosec and cot. Cosec square theta minus cot square theta equals to 1. Now this can be written as cosec square theta equals to 1 plus cot square theta, and cot square theta equals to cosec square theta minus 1. Right children? Note down please. Now let's solve some trigonometrical identities. How we are going to solve the sums? Suppose any identity is given as sec a minus 1 upon sec a plus 1 equals to 1 minus cos a upon 1 plus cos a. That means we have to prove that this relation is correct on solving from both the sides. That means we solve any of the side, will get the other side, right? So generally what we'll do, we solve one side and try to prove the value of that side is equals to the other side. Suppose if you are taking LHS, so what we do, we solve left hand side and we prove that left hand side is equals to right hand side. There are times will come when we have to solve both the sides, right? And try not to change the question, but we can transfer the value, but we try not to transfer, right? Let's see this sum. So let's see the solution now. We are taking left hand side and we are solving left hand side, and then the result that comes, we're trying to prove that it equals to right hand side. Now the left hand side is given as sec a minus 1 upon sec a plus 1. When we convert sec a into cos a, we can write sec A equals to 1 upon cos A minus 1, 1 upon cos A plus 1. So in numerator, when we take the LCM, what we'll get? 1 minus cos A upon cos A. And in denominator, when we take the LCM, what we'll get? 1 plus cos A upon cos A. So we can see that whenever the fraction is there in the denominator, it will get reciprocal. That means we can, when we solve, what we'll get? 1 minus cos A upon cos A into cos A upon 1 plus cos A. Now you can see, children, this cos A will get cancelled. So we have cancelled cos A, then the result that we'll get will be 1 minus cos A upon 1 plus cos A, which is equals to the right hand side, right? So we can say that left hand side and right hand sides are equal, hence proved. The identity is proved now. Right, children? Note down, please. Let's discuss another sum, children. Here the identity is given as tan A minus cot A equals to 1 minus 2 cos square A upon sin A cos A. Now again we are going to take the left hand side. We are going to pick the left hand side. We are going to simplify the left hand side, and then we are going to prove the result equals to right hand side. We're trying to obtain right hand side, right, children? So let's start solving. Tan A left hand side is what? Tan A minus cot A. Tan A can be written as sin A upon cos A minus cos A upon sin A. Tan A can also be written as 1 upon cot A. But here the right hand side, you can see that we have to prove the term in sin and cos. So convert both the terms tan and cot into sin and cos, because the result that we have proved is given in sin and cos only, right, children? So we have to pay attention that what we have to prove, right? So tan A can be written as sin A upon cos A, and cot A can be written as cos A upon sin A. Now when we take the LCM, what we'll get? Cos A sin A cos A. So when this denominator will get divided by cos A, what will get? Sin square A. Sin A into sin A, that will be sin square A. When the denominator divided by sin A, will get cos A into cos A will be cos square A. So in the numerator, that will get will be sin square A minus cos square A upon sin A cos A. Right? This term will get. Now you can see that here in the numerator, we obtained the denominator, but in the numerator only cos is coming. There is no sin coming. So we convert sin into cos, and we know that sin square A is equals to 1 minus cos square A. We have studied in square relation or fundamental identities. So sin square A can be written as 1 minus cos square A, right, children? And this is minus cos square A as it is. So when you open the bracket, it will be 1 minus cos square A minus cos square A. Right, children? So this minus minus will get plus. So what will get the result? 1 minus 2 cos square A upon sin A cos A. This is the right hand side. So now we have proved that the left hand side and right hand sides are equal. Right, children? So this way we solve this identity. Note down, please. Let's see another sum, children. Now we have to prove that sec A into bracket 1 minus sin A into bracket sec A plus tan A equals to 1. Right? Now again we are going to pick up the one side and simplify it and then prove it to the other side. Same procedure we are going to apply here. Now let's see LHS. Left hand side is given. So let's pick LHS. Sec A 1 minus sin A in bracket sec A plus tan A, right? Now when we simplify and when you substitute the value of sec A as 1 upon cos A, tan A as 1 sin A upon cos A, then what will get? It will get 1 upon cos A into in bracket 1 minus sin A, and again here we will get 1 upon cos A plus sin A upon cos A in bracket. Now when we take the LCM here, we will get cos A as the LCM, and in the numerator we will get 1 plus sin A. Right, children? And you can see here it is written 1 minus sin A, then 1 plus sin A in the numerator. Both A minus B, A plus B will be A square minus B square. So then what we will get? 1 minus sin square A upon cos A into cos A will be cos square A. 1 minus sin square A we have studied in fundamental identities as cos square A. So the cos square A will get cancelled and will get the value 1, which is equals to the right hand side. So we have proved that trigonometrical identities that both the sides are equal to each other. Right, children? This way we will solve. Note down, please. Let's see another sum, children. Here we have to prove that cot square A minus cos square A equals to cos square A into cot square A. Right? Again, we are going to pick one side, say our LHS, left hand side, and left hand side it is given that cot square a minus cos square a. We have to prove it to cos square a into cot square a. Let's see, do the simplification and try to prove. Cot square a can be written, cot a is cos a upon sin a. So cot square a will be cos square a upon sin square a. So we can convert cot into cos and sin, right? So you can see that in here numerator cos square a you have, and there you have cos square a. So we can take cos square a common. When we take cos square a common, we'll get 1 upon sin square a minus 1. And the value of 1 upon sin a is cosec a. So 1 upon sin square a will be cosec square a, right children? Then we'll get cos square a into cosec square a minus 1. And in fundamental identities, we have studied that square relation, we have studied that cosec square a minus 1 is cot square a. So in place of cosec square a minus 1, we can write as cot square a. So we get the right hand side as cos square a into cot square a. So we can say that left hand side and right hand side are equal. Right children? Note down please.